Hi, this is Jordan McCarris from EnviroMonster and Sustainable USA. We're at Greenfest today, just checking out all the great ideas and great people that are into activism down here about green innovation, sustainability, organic practices, and clean elections as well, which we just talked to some people. So we're going to send you a whole bunch of sound bites and video bites, and you guys can decide which way to go.
Could you put this, say, in one of those old castor oil pipes and get anything out of that?
Well, I wish, but yeah, this is industrial hemp grown in Canada, so specifically bred to have virtually undetectable amounts of THC. So yeah, the only high you'll get is from the nutritional benefit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We just had some peace coffee, and it makes me feel both peaceful and exhilarated, I must tell you. So Megan, can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do?
Yeah, Peace Coffee is a Minneapolis-based roaster. All of our coffee is fair trade, shade-grown, organic. There's 17 of us. We're under a green rooftop in Minneapolis. We deliver our coffee on bicycle in Minneapolis and St. Paul. And we have a biodiesel van for our suburban account.
This is the way that America should treat trash. What's going on here? Want to say anything to the YouTubers that are out there?
Well, you don't have to throw as much away as you think. That's what I learned.
Gotta start now, man.
Yeah.
Gotta start now.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, thanks so much.
Yep.
From the Sierra Club. Have you been here all weekend? Uh-oh, he might be pulling his face off. Oh no, he can't do that. Cool. Thanks so much for being here.
Hi, my name is Allison Webster. I work for the Green Restaurant Association. We're a national nonprofit. We help restaurants become more environmentally responsible. We have about 300 restaurants across the U.S. that are certified green restaurants. That means they're styrofoam free, they're recycling, and every year they commit to 4 environmental steps to improve their business practices. You can download suggestion cards online, look like this, print them out, bring them to your nearest restaurant, and encourage them to go green.
You were going to say something to people on YouTube. What would you say?
Go green, man.
And this gentleman here who's going to give us his name and walk us through what he's got going here.
My name's Sean. I'm with Pedal Power Generators. We're partnered with Discovery Channel to be here. Actually helped engineer and design this box here.
You want to walk us through a little bit of how this works?
It's a generic bike stand. We took the resistor off and replaced it with a generic car alternator. That is the power box built. The electricity is passed through a rheostat, which adjusts the amount of energy we're transferring into the battery. It's a 12.8 volt deep cycle battery. It stores up to 12.8 volts. The energy is then drawn through a 750 watt AC inverter, which transfers the energy from DC power to AC power, which makes it suitable to plug your computer into. The computer runs at about 130 watts. These guys right now are putting out about 150 watts of power.
Great. So you have a website as well?
Yep, it's pedalpowergenerators.com.
All right. Is there anything that you would say to YouTubers?
To YouTubers, keep putting stuff online, guys. It's very entertaining.
All right. Thanks. You have a great one.
No problem. You too.
All right. Hi there. Could you tell me why Zipcar is a more rational, intelligent choice for a lot of people, and how it's more earth conscious?
Well, I guess we could talk a little about car culture here in the U.S. for a minute. How I guess in most places, most cities, American kind of culture, lifestyle is wrapped based around the car. We're trying to change it. We're trying to make people think in different ways, I guess, to get around than just driving. However, I got to say it is kind of built around needing a car on occasions, and that's what we're here for. We're here for the people out there that mostly take public transportation, walk or ride bicycles, but you still do need a car from time to time. And we make it easy and affordable to reserve one either by the hour or by the day for affordable prices.
So how can people contact Zipcar?
Zipcar.com.
This is a bookseller.
Better World Books.
And they, well, why don't you just tell me what makes you guys a little more conscious than say, another bookseller?
the reason we have our bookstore is it was brought up to help the environment by we save books from the landfills, and people donate our books from college campuses and libraries, and we've already saved over 6,500 tons of books from going in those landfills up to date.
All right, could you reiterate this situation you had with the grasshoppers?
Okay, well, it was we had 3 years of a bad drought in Minnesota. 1988 was the worst, and about the time the small grain was heading out, we had masses of grasshoppers that entered the area and just defoliated the fields, and it was kind of baffling. The conventional, all of us farmers in the area, nobody had ever seen anything like that before. Well, the chemicals came out, the sprayers came out. By the time they figured out what to do, though, most of the fields were gone. And we are sitting back there with, being organic and not able to spray and figuring we have no tools. We thought we were doomed and didn't expect to find anything in our field. But at some point, a couple of weeks later, we thought, well, we should see if we can, find some of the stalks or stems to bale for straw. So made the half-mile trip back to the field and absolutely stunned to find our grain field largely intact. We had some moderate damage around the outside edge. And then just for dramatic comparison, right across the buffer strip was the neighbor's field that was stripped clean. And we had no idea what was going on there, why that happened, thinking maybe it was just attributed to the biodiversity we had on the farm and there being lots of other food there for the grasshoppers. But it wasn't until recently I found out that it's all based on our soil management systems. That's where the whole focus is for organic, on building strong, healthy soils. And what happens when the plants growing on those soils then have a higher sugar content. So when the grasshoppers were eating those plants, the sugar content was converted to alcohol, which proved fatal for the grasshoppers. So those healthy organic practices actually saved our grain crop. So economically, we didn't have the initial inputs on the land. We didn't have the insecticide treatments for the grasshoppers, and we ended up with a crop. So that's one of the most dramatic examples I can give of how the organic production system actually benefited you economically.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So the farmers that were using chemicals as pesticides, their crops got decimated by these grasshoppers.
There was essentially nothing there for them to harvest.
Whereas yours were protected because the quality of your soil without the chemicals. And then the grasshoppers ultimately died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. So it's, I'm a biologist by training, but that just blew my mind about how well these natural systems work. And I think we're finding that the challenge for us is to simply do what we can to strengthen those systems and then step back and let them work, to take that leap of faith, to trust that those systems will work and sustain you, and they do.
Can you tell me a bit about what your company does and how they do what they do?
Yeah, we have a store in Evanston, and we're basically just trying to introduce more goods that are toxin-free and good for you. Eco-friendly products, like it says, for everyday living. So we offer paints that are zero VOC paints that don't off-gas. We offer mattresses, like we have here, that are made of natural rubber, as well as inner-spring mattresses that are all organic. Organic sheets, organic carpeting made out of wool.
So these are ecologically friendly as well as probably health conscious?
Yes, they are. They're all health conscious. The owner, Marnie Turbo, was actually an MD before she started this practice, where she opened her business, and working in the hospital, she realized she was chemically sensitive and having reactions to the cleaners that were being used, so she decided to open a store that's friendly and toxin-free for people to use.
Obviously hypoallergenic.
Right.
All right, good. And you are healthygreengoods.com?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You are?
Amazing Grass, organic green foods for the entire family. We have a family farm in Kansas. Please picture of the farm back there where we grow and harvest organic cereal grasses. We do wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa, and we have a great line of organic green food products.
Milk paint's one of the most ancient forms of paint there is. It's all natural with zero VOCs. It was widely used in this country in colonial and Shaker times, right up until paint in a can and chemicals came about, late modern latex paints, and then it fell out of favor. But now people are going back to using it again. People are chemically sensitive conservative or otherwise want to protect the environment.